Hi students, very good morning to you all. This is Ramu sir, Social Studies. So today we are going to discuss 10th class lesson. The first lesson is India and relief features. So our country is India. It has a multiple religions and multiple regions. For example, in Himalayas extremely cold and at the desert extremely hot, and many religions are there and many cultures are there, many festivals we are celebrating. So that's why one of the historians said that India is a subcontinent because a continent should have most of the population. In the same manner, India also has most of the population. Nearly 130 crores of people are there. So it is the second place in the world in the population after the China. And also there are many languages are there in our India. So that's why India called as a subcontinent. So in this our country, the regions also different from each other. So that's why there are different type of temperatures are there and different type of people are living and different type of traditions are we are following. So first of all, where is our India on the earth? So that is called the location. First of all, the location of our India we have to discuss. So before that, how can we locate a place on the earth? Through the latitudes and longitudes. Do you know once again we have to repeat? Latitudes are 180 and longitudes are 360 degrees. So with the help of latitudes and longitudes, we can locate a place on the earth. Example, what is the location of our India? On the earth, the upper part is called as the northern hemisphere and the down part of the earth is called the southern hemisphere. Our India was located in northern hemisphere. So what is the exact place? What is the exact location of our India? So our India located from 8 to 37 degrees latitudes and 68 to 97 degrees longitudes. In this between our India was located. So this is the exactly location of our India. So next, how many types of relief features in our India? So first of all, Himalayas. Himalayas. Himalayas, the highest mountain peak in Himalayas is Everest. And in our India, the highest mountain peak is Kanchenjunga, etc. And the second relief feature is Northern Plains. Northern Plain. And third relief feature is Himalayan rivers. Himalayan rivers. So these Himalayan rivers are generally called as the perennial rivers. Why? Because which river is called the perennial river? Which river consisting the water always around the 365 days? That river is called the perennial river. So the Himalayan rivers all are called the perennial rivers. This perennial river sources the ice will snow and that water become as a rivers, form as a rivers. So 365 days those will flow. And next is Deccan rivers. So these Deccan rivers are also called the non-perennial rivers because in summer seasons these rivers will drain. And next, Thar Desert. Thar Desert or Rajasthan Desert, also called the Great Indian Deserts. And next, Eastern Coastal Plain and Western Coastal Plain. Western Coastal Plain. Eastern Coastal Plain and Western Coastal Plain. So, towards our India, towards west, there is Arabian Sea. And also we have in the east, there is Bay of Bengal. So, both seas having the coastal areas. These coastal areas which is located in the eastern, that is eastern coastal plain, and in the same manner which is located in the west part, that is called the western coastal plain. In the beside of these coastal plains, there are a range of hills are there. So those hills are, which hills are located in the eastern part? Those are eastern hills. Also we can say Eastern Ghats. In the same manner, Western Hills or Western Ghats.
Map.
Western Ghats. This Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats, or Eastern Hills or Western Hills. So this Western Hills is the major source of Deccan River. In the same manner, Himalayas are major source of perennial rivers. And the next relief feature is islands. So do you know India has two types of major islands are there, that is Lakshadweep Islands and Andaman Nicobar Islands. Okay, so these are the different type of major relief features in our India. So now where they are located in our India. So these relief features are where they are located in the relief features. So we can discuss. So before that, we have to draw a map.
Underline map. Lesson. Say something.
So now on this map, our relief features which we have discussed up to now, those relief features where they are located. So first of all, Himalayas. Himalayas are located in the northern part of our India. Nearly 2,400 kilometers. 2,400 kilometers. The Himalayas are extended from Kashmir to Arunachal Pradesh. According to these Himalayas, according to height of these Himalayas are divided into three types. Those are Greater Himalayas, Lesser Himalayas, and Middle Himalayas. Greater, Lesser, and Middle Himalayas. These are the three types of Himalayas are there. From Kashmir to Arunachal Pradesh, nearly 2,400 kilometers they were extended. And the second relief feature is Thar Desert. Thar Desert. This Thar Desert is also called as the Great Indian Desert, also called as the Rajasthan Desert. In this desert, highest temperature will be recorded every year. So there is one and only river in Thar Desert, that is Luni River. And you know, one of the GK question we can study, that is that, which is the longest canal in our India. Do you know? That is Indira Gandhi Canal. Indira Gandhi Canal is located in this Thar Desert. So this helps to supply the water to the Rajasthan area near Bikaner, Jaisalmer. So like this type of some of the cities. So this canal will supply the water. And next relief feature is the northern plain. Northern plains. So northern plains. Before that, what is called plain? A lowland with smooth surface. It is called a plain. So generally, these plains was created by the river water or the ocean water. So here, the rivers which is coming from the Himalayan mountains, those rivers will flow in this area and forming as a fertile plains. These fertile plains are called the northern plain. So this is the one of the greatest fertile land in our India. It is very known for the richest crops in our India. Next, Himalayan rivers. So Himalayan rivers, what are the major Himalayan rivers? Indus River, Ganga River and Brahmaputra River. Major Himalayan rivers are Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra. So this part is called the Indus basin, and it is the Ganga basin, and it is the Brahmaputra basin. Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra. So also there are many tributaries are there. For example, Indus, Ravi, Chenab, Jhelum, Satluj, Beas. These are the some of the tributaries of Indus. As like as Ganga, Gandak, Kosi. So it like Brahmaputra. So Dihang, Sihang. So these are the some of the tributaries of these three rivers. So these are the major rivers in Himalayan rivers or perennial rivers. So these rivers flow here and form a fertile northern plain. The next physical feature is the Ghats or hills. This is the Eastern Ghats. Eastern Ghats. This is the Western Ghat. Western Ghats. East side Eastern Ghats, west side Western Ghats. The best example you can see for the Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats. Have you ever visited Tirupati or Kondagattu? So these hills are part of Eastern or Western Ghats. So Tirupati hills, these are in the part of Eastern Ghats. Like it. Next, after this Eastern and Western Ghats, this is a plain. It is a coastal plain. Why we call the coastal plain? Which plain located beside of the bank of river or beach. This is called the coastal plain. This is the Eastern coastal plain and this is the Western coastal plain. Western coastal plain. It is the Eastern coastal plain. East side Eastern coastal plain and Western coastal plain. After this middle area, it is called Deccan Plateau. Deccan Plateau. Do you know Deccan Plateau? What is called plateau? A high area, high surface area which is having smooth and having the rocks and small hills. This is called the plateau. So this area is called the Deccan Plateau, which is we are living. Our Hyderabad, Telangana and Bangalore, Maharashtra. These parts are located in Deccan Plateau. So generally the plateau is having a more minerals. So it is called Deccan Plateau. In Deccan Plateau also consisting of three plateaus. Those are Malwa Plateau and Chota Nagpur Plateau and Telangana Plateau. So this is the Deccan Plateau. And next part of our relief features is the islands.
15 minutes over.
Here in this Bay of Bengal Ocean, there are Andaman and Nicobar Islands are located, and here in this Arabian Sea, there are Lakshadweep Islands are located. Okay, thank you. In the next part, we can discuss some more reef features and what are the atmosphere, what are the temperature will be there, and what are the living style will be there. So everything we will discuss. Thank you. Take care.